So, hello peoples, I'm back. I have some good news. After the bad time yesterday, I have found back today in the magic and that stuff I created yesterday in the morning, night and morning in 3 hours. New letter. I take a lot of the leather sides out. I destroy this side. A lot I take out and have to it in a roll. So, Phenomen 1 interesting. Is this stuff, this one. As I go to sleep, it's over my head begun to spiralize on this way, like codes, so it's able to read in codes. So we can see it's very interesting. So I have not written the codes, I see, so I have to do it again. Maybe the codes are different. So one time, as I knew coming to this living room, this was in 2013 or 2014, I had here, I was sitting here and I push up my hand and my fingers feel like get into a clockwork, a big, immense big clockwork, and so, oh fuck, you know, I mean it's squashed my fingers, so, and it's feel totally different. I don't know why I have this pain in the fingers. It reminds to the Aztecan systems with the time calendar of the Aztecan and so on. And yeah, so when we take a look about, I have to get a little bit down here because we cannot see the paper. So now we see better. So we see here the spiral. So I go from here to here to here to here. So not wider. Not wider. It's begun here. So in normal I have to use it here in the middle. So under here, middle, and pendle it in here to here. Right? Here is the end. Here is the end. It's so this is an option to reading codes, because if I go to sleep and close my eyes, so then later I see the symbols from this star over my head, and I turn it left and turn it to the right, and you can reading these elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and this go back. But it was in this way. You see it only on this. I see it only on this way. So the full star was from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know. So there was more and more and more not to see for me, but the elements goes around. So it was like this, right? I don't know. So anyway, it's reading numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. This was interesting, and I see it, the symbols. This was interesting. Then I creating the first time I creating the list, but not without fails. So the 12 dragons. I created the paper, and there I was then today I was able to summon Neil. So it's going very fast back. It's how I say. The other is difficult to understand for me, but it's maybe able to reading some codes. This one is the magic one, so she can get really fast activating back into the feeling of magic. So it's work again. So I have inspiration today. It's work again. It was. I have no idea how I come to Neil, but it's work. So in what I see, it's work very good. I combined it with Ramses the Third. So really sure I was not, but maybe it was Ramses the Third, or it is Ramses. I don't know. I really don't know. So it's simply Neil. It's like. Snake feeder picture. So it is Neil. His name is Neil or Ramses. I don't know. Maybe it's Neil, synonym for Ramses. But all what we know is Ramses was the last great pharaoh from Egypt, and this sigil is called Neil. So this star is because. Creating the alphabet, and the first what is come with studying the alphabet was the list of the 12 dragons. Right? This was first what comes was the list of the 12 dragons. And in logic way that A is triangle down, B is triangle up, and 1 is. So B is triangle point and up is triangle. B is triangle up point and 1 is triangle up. Neil. So it's one I have next magical ladder create. And I'm very happy with this. So for inspiration and creativity, and he helped me to study what how I have later to work. So he asked me some question, what I have done first, and so this and this and this, and it's helped me very to refound what exactly is important, what comes next. So it's all gone from these 12 dragons. She's not without fails. So, but I have do what I can to make it the best about it. So I have worked 3 hours simply to then later creating the names, so I was 3 hours at work to finishing it. Yesterday morning to finishing it, and yeah. So then I study back. I have seen today a YouTube video about a guy says he was on Area 51. It's 1 month old. He have to do this in 1997 or something. And there I have come to a really interesting thing. So I live in area 5001. So not Area 51, but it's nearby the same name. I live a little bit up, but on the place. So, and if you ask, are there strange phenomens in Area 51? I can say I never was in Area 51, but I know we have strange phenomens too. So the name is not the same like Area 51. It is RA 5001. So it's give RA 5000, and the next postal number is 5001. So it's nearby the same. 5000, it's same like Area 50. But nobody talks about Area 50, so everybody talks about Area 51 because the alien whatever thing. So, and I have think about again about the strange phenomenon. I take the picture. We can study it now a little bit more. And what I found out about this. So we have here this phenomenon. We see there the flower in the window there, what the artist is doing, and we see a smiling reprint on my money bag and on a bus ticket, right? They looks like how the smiling effect on what is there in the window. And there was one TV show from NASA where they talk about it was coming water. He was out in space and it's coming water in his helm, and he see or they see a Fata Morgana from him, or he see this from him in outer space. So we have here a nearby same element, but it's not the same. And I think about it today, and I come to the result that there is maybe something with, I look ever in the different size, so maybe I have to do it so. And I found out, or I think about it, that it's had to be happen with the moon, with the moonlight. But I don't know really why. Because there are not enough informations or facts about this phenomenon to become to a result what is give sense to me. So the first without phenomens is someone hypnosed me, putting some special stuff on my portemonnaie when I was hypnotized, give me the ticket and the portemonnaie back and say, now you maybe found a phenomenon. So this means I get punked by a hypnosis. But this looks like nearby Area 51 and not RA 5001, right? Right. So if this happened, it looks like a hermetic area, very safe from, where everybody is invited in some big grand hypnosis, where people get used as some experiment elements. Anyway, so this is the one. What my experiment was interesting is, as I made a photo from the moon, right? I made a photo from the moon, put it into the internet and ask, what is this? I see a big light in the sky. It was a photo of the moon, right? So I say, what is this? What is this light in the sky? So it looks like a real paranormal phenomenon, like a UFO. But, that's the point, but the phone is not able to make a good photo one-to-one. It's much too small. So this is one of the stems everybody asks themselves why it is. Why is the moon so big and why is the picture so small and why is there only a point if the moon is much bigger in real? And I made a photo of the moon, of the full moon in the sky and put it into the internet with the question, what is this phenomenon? And a little bit later, two guys come to my door. They look absolutely identically like clones and say, never do this again. Where is the woman living down or night? They come to my door and ask me, where is the woman living down in this house? And I say, I have no idea. I have no idea. And they so I don't know where it's come. Never do this again, because they look like clones, and I put a photo from the moon into the internet. I have forget. It's too long time ago. So, and then as next, I believe, as next it was this photo I made, right, with the two smiley face. So I'm not really sure if the moon, a different art of existing, is able to sending sunlight as a mirror or something back to the earth or something like this. I have really no idea. And I don't know, maybe the water is sending light back to the moon. No? And then comes the question why the moon is all around turning around. So this is one of the strange phenomena comes to. Yes, these two guys look like clones standing from my door and will ask where is the woman from downside. I don't know really. But I have something in my mind, never do this again. Never do this again. I don't know where it's come from. So anyway, now I have this picture. And the question, why come two clones to me when I made a photo from the moon and ask why it is so? Because normally I have to make a photo. And the question, why the moon is so small? It's giving no sense to me. Because when I look into the sky, the moon is great and big. But when I make a photo, it's so small you cannot see it. You can nothing see. With looks with the eyes, you can see everything. The lines, the point. But when you make a photo, you see nothing. Only a little white point. So that it's giving no sense. This is why I asked, what has happened? These two guys comes to me, looks like clones, and ask me where is the woman from downside. And I mean, they ask me, what is this happened there? What do you see there? You know? This is what I mean. But they ask, where is the woman from downside? And as I see it, what they ask, I say, hey, peoples, she's gone. You know, she's gone. And I don't know more. You know? And then as they've gone, I think maybe I was too angry to them. And so I was too bad. And that it's ending with the thinking about that when they come from the moon, I don't know. Anyway, so I was later then I really not was sure why they was here, right? Because the old woman downside, or because the photo from the moon. So what doing two clones here from my door? So it's so stupid. And this is the photo I have the next. So I have on the portemonnaie, on the tickets, two clones and a picture by the window. So, but it's angry. It's like crying stupid thing, you know. So this is what is the rest piece of it happened. So this is one of the strange phenomena. It's have maybe to do. So this is not the last one. There is that what I'm creating. This one. This is what this is the strange too. So this one, right? Oh, it's too. This is the strange element. So I have this side here, this, and this. You see this? And this. They are all older than this one, but they are all was shadowing, and here only this was shadowing. This a little bit, and this is what the last element of it is. I don't know, it have to do with Ebbe and Flut, so full moon, half moon, new moon, whatever. But it's one of the most interesting elements. So the light is so stupid, I don't know. So normally the right side have to get, because it's newer, and I mean there are 10 minutes gone. Enough time for to let it be porös, trocken, you know? 10 minutes. And no, the other was. But why? It's absolute give no sense. Why? So it's give no sense to me. I only was the doing ritual part. I have only doing the ritual, but why this happened, I don't know. It's exactly the same question I have. How the many people have seen the video, I ask me absolutely the same. So this is it from today. So it's very interesting to me why these governments and so not really have open fact documents about these splitting points, like on this photo, why it can happen, what is need to it happen. So they simply made closing doors, like some stuff, and didn't talk about it. And if you have some phenomens or something, they didn't talk about it. So they close you too nearby. So this is really strange. Then it looks again like it is a complex like Area 51 nearby. So to know it is really, it's nothing to know. It's simply open question, you know, open questions, simply out of the money range, right? In the money range, we maybe talk a little bit other. In the money range, I say, hey, look, I have these phenomens. I need more money. Do you like I split you? You know, I need more money. They are happy by me. Look at this. This guy make this crying thing there. They are more happy by me as by this artist. I need more money, you know. But yeah, anyway, like this stuff, you know. But we call it out of range of money. So then it's maybe more so how it is possible in scientist way, how it can happen that there are some split elements. What is exactly a mirror picture of it, but not only in black and white, it is with emotional too. How that can happen, you know? And this then more questions where actually some guys like Area 51, maybe you mean they have answers on it, you know? So like same like Time Machine and so, some answers, but they didn't talk about it and give more the feeling you have to feel dangerous, you know. So simply answer, but there are much more interesting questions. But yeah, probably with the problems that can get bigger problems or something like this. The microphone is crazy too. It's go ever in the red. So yeah. So this is from today. So it have a working way, so that I now come again in this place where I stopped to work. So it was outstanding that the first one I'm doing was the list on the 12 dragons. So I have now made the first side. Now I'm not really sure, I have to make a new one to make it perfect. So I possible do this as next, so I have more time to create the names again. But it looks like this side was good enough for summing some spirit named Neil, and or for an interesting conversation with a spirit, react on Neil. And yeah, this was from today. So tomorrow I become tomorrow or next day I become a book from Agrippa from Nettesheim, and the magical works, and I'm very happy and waiting of it. And this is what happened next. So, but now I'm again in the time creation, so there was some fails inside with the chin, come later and there and there and there. So now I found back into the work better. But I see I written on this letter for 3 hours, and this is what it makes writing very difficult. So I have recreate and recreate and recreate only one word to its match on his best position. So it's recreating and recreating and recreating. So I simply need hours only to learn a word perfect writing, and every word is different. And have other maybe conjures. So like it's like a heaven picture with different conjunctures. So Venus is there and Mars is there, and to give it the right energy, it's maybe not from down to up, better from up to down, and so on. It's totally crazy. This is why I call it magic. You can give all energy and inspiration and work and intelligence into one word. To the end, the word is perfect written, and then it's the most magic energy power into the word. So this is what I believe a magic are to written letters. It is made them magic if they can save energy and give them back. Yeah, the other I only see the spinning, so there are maybe two magic, but I was not able because the chaos what is exist to understand it, so maybe it comes later. This means when I'm doing all and come to this point. So I have made a date on it, and I didn't destroy the letters, so I can put them in if it's important. 3 o'clock on the 3322221.